Okay, hi kids. So you met me again today. So I think I sound like a liar because I told you that today you will meet Miss Rod, like you're having like a live class, but then because today Miss Rod is busy with the other work, so she can't do it, so I have to do it, and then maybe next week if you continue joining the live lesson with us, then maybe you can meet her. I'm not sure, can't promise. So because you guys are not here, so I'm not gonna spend time to review what you studied yesterday or since Monday until Wednesday. I just focus on what we're going to study today. So today we're going to study about past simple again, but with the irregular verb and in negative sentence, negative form one. So I'm going to show you how you can form negative sentence with past simple, but it's not different or it's similar to what you learned last week about past simple, positive, negative version with regular verb. But again, I'll show you how you can work this one out. Just wait a minute. Share screen here. So I think in here. Okay, so I prepared like 3 sentences about positive in past simple, and especially all of these words are irregular. Okay, like road is past tense of the word ride, like you ride a bicycle, and then gave, past tense of give. Oops, sorry. And saw, like C, percent of C, control U here. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to show you how can you change positive sentence into negative sentence and in participle. Again, it's similar to what you learned last week. So number 1, I can say, I didn't. So past tense of rode is right. No, I mean verb 1 or present of rode. Ride my bike to school last month. Okay, so you can see a difference is here. Control here. When you write in positive sentence, you just put verb to. And this one is irregular verb. And when you change it to negative sentence, you just add did not or didn't, and then continue with like adding with verb 1, not verb 2. You can't say I didn't or I did not rode my bike to school last month. That's completely wrong. Okay. The second sentence, yeah, I think morning student and evening student didn't. I'm having trouble with this one. Give work on time. Right? Sorry. So this is how you can change from positive sentence to negative sentence, and similar to what I just explained to you with number 1. And again, you can't say Panya didn't give homework on time. It's completely wrong. You can just say Panya gave homework on time with positive, but then you change it to negative, just add did not or didn't. And again, it doesn't matter with the subject if it is I or you or we or they or he or she or it, plural or singular you still use with did or did not. Especially with did not or didn't if it is a negative sentence. And last example, Volack. Didn't see. Maybe I lie. I think I lied too. Didn't see the ghost. Okay. And again, the form is just similar to what we learned last week. You just have subject and then didn't or did not with verb 1 and object and so forth. So this is how you change positive sentences to negative sentences. And then I have like and bring up like I got some verb two for you guys, and then I'll show you how can you make this verb two and form it into negative sentence. So the first word is wrote. So when I make it into negative sentence, I will just say I did not or didn't write. I didn't write. I can just say that. I cannot say I didn't wrote. It's completely wrong again. And then number two, I can say we went. No, negative. I'm sorry. We did not or didn't go. Is go. Past of go is went to school last month. Yeah. And then another example with slept, like you sleep. So I can say like put here didn't sleep yesterday. Oh, I think I didn't sleep yesterday. I didn't sleep well yesterday, so I think I should put I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep well yesterday. You can look at my eyes. It's a true example. Three. Last one did. So I can just say like, some student did not do, because do, past tense of do is did. They did not do homework. Student didn't do homework. Okay. So this is how you can can create a negative sentence from verb to. Okay, so you can take a look at this example and then try to do the exercise that I'll post in Telegram group for you guys soon after I finish recording this video, because I don't see any student join this live lesson yet. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you how you do the worksheets that I send to you soon. Just mute this one, sorry. A minute. Where is my drive? Come on. Okay, for this exercise, this one, so at that moment we learn how to form the negative sentence with the past simple, and especially in irregular verb. So I'm going to explain to you how can you make this example exercise. So in this exercise, you just rewrite these sentences from number 1 to number 15 into negative forms, and they give you one example already. The first one is that I went to school yesterday. Then when you make it into negative form, you said I didn't go to school yesterday, because go here is verb one of went. Like when is a past simple of go. When you make it into negative, you're not gonna say I didn't went to school yesterday, like past and then past, like double past. You just need only one past. Okay, so you can try to do this exercise from number 1 to number 15. And then another exercise, and this one, guys. And this one, you just still past simple. So you just make all of the sentences into negative, but don't do the exercise of number 2. This one is a question form. So question form, you can do it, I think, tomorrow when we continue our lesson. So, and then we have another worksheet for you too, but just focus on the exercise number 1 again, change it to negative example. They had a lot of books. So when I change it to negative sentence, I would say they didn't have HAVE, a lot of books. If you're having trouble, like what is the verb one of this, verb two, how can I change it? You can look at the list that we provided to you on, I think on Monday, Tuesday. Okay. All right, and then this exercise, this one more. Okay, this one, you just do exercise letter C and some exercises on letter E, because in here interrogative form is mean question form, so you don't have to do it, just do negative form. So in here they said fill in the gaps with the past simple or negative of the verbs in the bracket. So the example number one is said David, and you use the word not and what the film in the cinema. So you can say David did not or didn't watch normal verb, like verb one, the film in the cinema. You cannot say David did not watch with ed the film in the cinema. It's completely wrong. But you can say David watched the film in the cinema, but that one is not what I want. I want you to make it into negative form. So the right answer would be David did not watch the film in the cinema. Okay, so you can take a look at this exercise and you can start to do from number 1 to number 12. And at the bottom in here, with the one that I text, so you just change it from positive to negative. The one that I cross, you don't have to do it. So NEG stands for negative. Okay. And then another exercise in here. How will we set this one? In here, exercise number 1, you have to write the simple past form of the verbs below. Example, meet. Like I meet my friend. Like example now, I meet you by online. So past simple of meet is met, spell M-E-T. And then go, like went, and drive, like drove. And you, first of all, I want you guys to try to do it. And if you're having like, oh, maybe I'm getting stuck, you can take a look at the list I provided to you, I think on Tuesday, and then you can complete this exercise. And then number 2, they want you to separate the verbs from exercise number 1 into the column. So we have regular verbs and irregular verb. Example here, maybe, not maybe, let me find it out. Oh, here, collect. So collect is regular verb. So when you change it to past simple, it would be collected by adding ed. So collected would go to the first column, and then meet, you would put it in the second column by regular verbs. So that one, they want to have you like, how can you identify which one is regular verb, which one is irregular verb? And it's easy to think about which one is irregular verb and which one is regular verb. But look at, when you change it to past simple, regular verb, when you change it to past simple, verb 1 and verb 2 is similar. You just add ed or d, change by to ied, just add ed or maybe double the consonant. But irregular verb, when you change it to past simple, sometimes it's completely different, like the verb go, and then past tense of go is went. You see, go spelled T-O, and then went, W-E-N-T. It's like the spelling is different, the pronunciation is different. So that's how you identify regular verb and irregular verb for this exercise. Okay, and then exercise number 3, you just change the sentence into negative with, like you see the -1 in the bracket mean negative. But for the question, don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. And then number 4, you can complete the sentences with the past of the verbs in the bracket. Example here, I didn't make, but coffee today. And if the sentence is positive, you can just write it into positive and make sure you look carefully with the verb in the bracket if it regular or irregular. If it's regular, then you just add ed. If it is an irregular verb, then you just change it to like based on the rules that I provided to you. Okay, and then number 5, you just complete the text using one of the verbs form in the box. Like we have arrive, take, and be here. 2 times for you to complete, and the rest of the verb. And but this one is in past simple. So when you change it to past simple, be aware if it's positive, negative, regular verb, or irregular verb. Okay. try your best to do it, and it doesn't matter if you can complete it correctly or not. Okay, and then another exercise here. This one I think is in your note workbook. We have it already, and this one is what we learned on Monday, which is like to with vocabulary and its verb phrases like do, get, go, have. Remember, you cannot say go like go exercise. No, I mean like get exercises, but you can say do exercises, or you cannot say do up or have up early. You should say get up early. It's a verb phrases, so you just use the word do, get, go, and have to complete in this sentences. Example, they give you number one already. Example of number one is that they always get up early. You cannot say they always do up early or have up early, because get up here is supposed to be together and have like the meaning like when you get up in the morning at 7 or at 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay, you can do exercise from number 1 to number 12. And then another exercise. I think this is the last one. Yes. In here, so you can just, number 2, grammar, past simple, regular verbs, do, get, and go, and have. Irregular verb. So past simple do is did, get, got, go, went, and have, had. So letter A, you complete the paragraph with the past simple of do, get, go, or have. Example, yesterday I got up early. You cannot say yesterday I get up early. Get up is like it's present simple, so you should say I got up early. Even though this verb phrase verb, but you still use it in past simple because the meaning here is past simple. And then number 2. Again, just do the negative, don't do the question form one. So you just write all the sentences. If they ask you to change it to negative, you change it to negative. But if they ask you to write into question, don't do it yet, just do it negative. And then let us see, complete this question and answer. So you just complete with the answer. And if you want to try to complete with the question form one, you can do it. If you like, it's still not true and you're afraid to do it, and maybe you just like, oh, I have a lot of exercise already and I want to do it, then that's fine. You just do the negative. And then here, pronunciation, you can skip it. And in here, you can skip number 4 too. Yeah, you can just do only that exercise. So I hope you understand what we learned today with the negative form 1. And if you have any question, please feel free to pause and I'll try my best to explain you another way if you still don't understand with the way that I did today or another day. Thank you.